Good evening. Welcome to the Séance chamber at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. My name is Hannibal, and I am the apparitionist for this particular program, which runs Wednesday through Sunday every week of the year. I have been doing this for a while, and this is a new venture, a new podcast that I am trying out. My other one is called Across the Table, and it's about the everyday life of an entertainer, kind of the backstage or the offstage kind of things. This is going to be kind of the history of this room and the things that happen here. It's an interesting life that I'm leading, and I'm really grateful to be leading it. On June the 12th in 2022, I received a text asking me if I could put together a seance program for the Stanley Hotel and have it ready by November, which gave me 4 or 5 months to get it all together. And I thought about it for a little while, and I thought, sure, that could be fun. I could write a program. And the very next day, on June the 13th, I got a phone call saying, actually, we'd like for you to do some writing, but also be the host, if you don't mind. And can you be here Sunday? This was a Monday afternoon, and it's like, can you have your things together and be here on Sunday? So I made some arrangements and got over here, and we started writing. And we camped in the hotel for 3 weeks or more, writing this program and getting it up and ready to go. And then kind of hit the ground running at the beginning of July of 2022. And I have been growing and polishing and creating this little show for 3 seasons now. And it's odd to achieve a dream that you'd never really even thought of. It was never in my plans to become the executioner of a seance program, but here I am, and all of the things I can look back on the road before this, and I can see how the interactions that I had being a magician for 20, almost 30 years, really prepared me for what I was going to meet here. It's been a fascinating journey. The very first thing that happened when I got here was I fell in love with the mountains. This is an incredibly beautiful place, especially even like sometimes in the height of summer, there's still snow in the mountains above this little valley that I live in. It is incredibly beautiful. The air is amazingly clean. It's been so good for my sleep. It's been so good for my imagination, my creativity. The dreams that I have been phenomenal and intense. So, in future episodes, we are going to simply talk about some of the history in this hotel, some of the things that happen on a regular basis here in this little room, and my life as an apparitionist for arguably one of the most famous haunted hotels in the world. I am an incredibly gifted, blessed man, and I am grateful for every moment that I get here. The one thing that I try to impress about this particular job and about this particular kind of concept that I've put together here is that life and death are paired. You have them both. They are both a gift. And we are given death as part of our life so that we might appreciate and celebrate a little harder, a little more deeply, a little more closely. My goal is to, give a little mystery, give a little chill, a little seance-y kind of feeling, but have you leaving the room feeling a little more uplifted, a little more comfortable with the idea that this life is not forever, that this body is going to pass away, and whatever it is you believe that happens afterwards, it's all part of that process, part of the energy that we consume and put out into the universe. And these are the stories I want to tell you. Welcome to my chamber, and I look forward to our future visits. Last night in the chamber, we examined psychometry, the idea that a medium or a psychic could borrow a personal object from a random stranger, and simply by holding it in their hands and listening to what the voices around them say, tell that person things about themselves they could not possibly know. It was a very successful exercise. We had a group of 5 in one section, and we got to experience the dining room of this young lady's grandmother. Everything from the wallpaper on the walls, the color and the pattern, all the way down to the kind of plates that they used, all came up as a memory. It could be most anything. A memory can be triggered from almost anything you carry around with you. It could even be something slightly insubstantial, like a sound, a simple sound that can remind you of someone you loved dearly when you were a child. The feel of well-worn flannel shirts. The smell of fresh tobacco in a pouch. It could be most anything. Where's your happy place? What is it that you see on a regular basis that reminds you of someone that perhaps has moved on from this place? And it doesn't make you sad in particular, but maybe it gives you a warm feeling, a remembrance of a time when you were together and good memories that you carry around with you. What is your happy place? And what is it that takes you there? Love to have that discussion with you someday.